Good morning, afternoon, or whatever time period it is when you watch this video. Welcome back to this week's Wellness Chat and Check-In. I'm your host, you guys. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How was last weekend for you? How was last week for you? Question. Did everything go the way that you planned it? Did it go flawlessly, without a hitch, no bumps in the road? Was it perfect? And if it wasn't perfect, were you okay with that? I mean, because my weekend was not perfect, but I am okay with that. If you couldn't guess, perfection is what we're talking about today. Perfection and how it's impossible for humans, for people. Because we will never be perfect. Things will never be flawless, absolutely flawless, without fault, completely pure. Oh, yeah, I looked up some definitions. I probably put it somewhere right here, lower screen. Yeah. Just by definition, humans can't be perfect. We can't be because we mess things up, we forget things. Just the fact that we have quirks. Not quite My Hero Academia quirks, but wouldn't it be cool if we did have quirks like My Hero Academia, outward quirks that people can see and actually benefit from in a hero sense, whatever. Anime stuff aside, just the fact that we are different people who look differently, who sound differently, who act differently because we came from lots of different environments, lots of different experiences. Everyone's not going to be the same. And because we're not going to be the same, that kind of takes away from the whole concept of you're flawless, you're faultless, you're pure. I mean, I don't remember the last time I was pure. What was I, 7? Probably not. 6? Maybe at 2. No, because they put bells on me as a kid. Obviously, I was getting into shit, and people needed to see what I was getting into. You know why? Because kids aren't perfect either, and they're never gonna be. Just like teenagers aren't gonna be, just like young adults, regular adults. Everybody, nobody is perfect. And maybe I'll do some research to figure out where we get this idea of being perfect as people, as if we're objects. Because objects, I believe, can be perfect. You can make sure that there are no dents, no bumps. Everything works, to factory settings and shit like that. Because they're objects. They tend not to change over time. We are not objects. We are people. We change over time. All the time. Because we're supposed to. We're supposed to learn. We're supposed to grow. And when you learn and grow and evolve, things go wrong. I mean, mutations are a thing. I'm sorry. I'm having a whole nerd moment, but seriously, like, there's nothing perfect in science. Okay. I'm not a scientist. It's not really my field. But I'm pretty sure there are things that are not perfect in science. There are things that are not perfect in social sciences, business, communications, marketing, English. Things go wrong because they are industries managed by people, and people are not perfect and are never gonna be perfect. And sometimes we, as in me, I get wrapped up in being perfect and doing the right thing at all times and getting things done right on the first try. I mean, sometimes it happens. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it happens. But a lot of times, no, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. No, I get it wrong. No, I missed something. No, I misplaced something. I get things wrong every day. And whereas before, I would be very upset about it and beat myself up, have really negative self-talk. I'm in the process now, because I'm not done, and I don't think I'll ever be done with this until it's my time to go. But I'm in the process of being okay with not being perfect, of not getting it right on the first try, or not just not. Just not. Some things just aren't perfect. But they could still be cool. You could still have a good time while doing something, even if it's not perfect. You can be in relationships with people and it cannot be perfect, but maybe that's the thing that makes it awesome, that makes it unique. Perfection kind of takes away our quirks, the things that make us uniquely us. And who wants that? Like, do we really want to be exactly the same as the person next to us, as the person next to them, and so on and so forth? Even that, I couldn't even get that right in the moment. And usually I would edit that out. But because this is about perfection, I'm not gonna. Because that's the point. We're not perfect. And when we're working on ourselves and focusing on our wellness, you're not gonna get it right. It may take you several tries or hundreds of tries to get just one thing close to right. And that's okay, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep working on it, on yourself. Not to reach perfection, because it doesn't exist for us, but to be happy, to feel whole, to feel I don't know, worth it is what I keep hearing in my head. To make all these experiences worth it? I don't know exactly what we're supposed to learn. Maybe I'll learn that in the future. Hopefully I learn that in the future. But until then, perfection don't work. I'll say it. Perfection does not work. Striving for perfection does not work. Striving for excellence is great. And I did find a definition that said something about finding like the highest level of achievement, or something like that. How can you even measure that for yourself? The highest level of achievement, of excellence? You're already excellent. You are already excellent. We are all already excellent. And if we're not excellent, then we're working on it. And that is what makes this not perfect, but good. So, some questions. What are your thoughts on perfection? Do you get caught up on perfectionism, like I do from time to time? And how are you letting go of the idea of human perfection? Those are your three questions for today. Follow me on social media at these places, which I believe are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Bug me there. Give me comments, questions, send me DMs where you actually ask me questions. Or let's just have a conversation about things. Just engage with me, talk to me. We're a community, or at least we're trying to be a community. So let's talk. I love you guys. I will see you next week to talk about, I don't know, something that is not perfect, but wellness related. Bye.